Welcome back to shed season, everyone. I just posted season 25 episode 10 a couple days ago, January the 18th, I do believe. Austin and I are here walking a piece that I've walked quite a few times in the past, and big house development around me. I just came up on the first one of the year. Time's down. Fine. Yeah, good boy. Pull it out, buddy. Come on, pull it out. Come on, pull it out. There we go. Number one on the year, guys. Old as mold. Solid buck. But would have been off a nice 8-pointer, probably about 3-4 years ago. Chewed up along the main beam. Good staining here on the back end, but we'll take it for the number one, guys. Pumped to be out here, hoping to hit 50. We got 49 more to go. Well, just picked up number one for the year, maybe 80 yards back, and I'm coming through this pretty thick blowdown, and I just spotted number two on a log. I guess a coyote or a squirrel brought it up here a couple years ago. Old as mold, and nothing much else to say about it, guys. Just a little 6-pointer. We're gonna count it. Usually I go with if it has a base. If it doesn't have a base, it doesn't count, but it is clearly a shed. Number 1 and 2 for the year in about 5 minutes. That's either going to cook this off to, knock on wood, a great season or a season of oldies. Either way, I'm here for it. Well, I'm out here on a snowy February day, February 4th, I do believe. And this is actually the first day I've been able to walk. We had so much snow and ice here in Maryland the last couple of weeks. It's really kept me out of the woods and kept the deer hunkered down. So last 2 days it started to thaw out. Loaded this spot up with corn last week, came back, it was all gone. Came back yesterday, put out another bag in the camera, had one shed buck and a nice 8-pointer from what I could tell, come in around 6:30 or so, and then the camera went dead. So behind me, you can see I have a bag of corn. I came out here to replace the batteries at my tree stand, and I look up in front of me, and I have a side-by-side match set. Fresh from last night, guys. Let's go. In the boot track from yesterday. Solid little match set off of a 3-year-old. I've got plenty of trail camera pictures of. He's been all over the place. And I tell you, my entire life I've been waiting to find sheds on a corn pile. I have, since I was a kid, baited all the way up until like late March, early April. Never found one on a corn pile. And to literally walk out here just to put some camera batteries in and throw out some more corn and look up and see a match set is insane. So first 2 fresh antlers of the year brings us to 4 for the year. I'm going to set up the camera and we're going to get to pick up on these. Still in disbelief. Had to run back and grab the camera because my phone does not have enough storage. Taking more video. Let's go with tines down first. Dude, sweet wax ring. Still some blood on the bottom of them. Tines up. What a killer set, guys. Sweet brow on this one side. He broke the other one off early, just out of velvet. And great color, as you can see. The bottoms, both wax rings intact. Both of them still have a little bit of blood on the bases as well. Love that. Not much else to say, guys. Out here on a beautiful snowy February day, and I just picked up my 2 first fresh antlers of the season. 4 down, 46 more to go. Well, I came back out here today to dump some more corn and check out this spot where I found that match set literally yesterday. And I looked down in front of me and I'm like, man, there's blood. There's got to be one close. I looked back over my shoulder. I stepped right over top of it. Little 2-point. Blood all over it. Solid little deer. Grab the pickup here. Fresh. Probably this morning. Man, the blood is still wet. Wax ring intact, obviously. Coming down this trail, I literally circled this whole property here, hoping for one. That is sick. I have literally been putting corn out here for a total of like a week now, and it is paying off. Number 5 for the year, my 3rd freshie of the year. And what's crazy, I actually had this buck come in this morning, I do believe, with both sides, and then came back in about an hour later with only one side. So I'm guaranteeing he stepped just off the trail here and dropped it right here on the way back to the bed. Out here with Bob, walking on some new ground. He just said he spotted one. I think this is his first fresh of the year. I'm looking for the other side. Oh, I see it, dude. Is that old? Is that new or old? New. I literally was walking that line, bro. Huh?
The camera on me?
Yeah.
When you were walking down there, I'm walking right here. Every 10 yards, there's a trail
Coming over.
up over that ridge over there. And up over this hill. Be a trap right here.
I love it. Oh, that's a good one.
So, dude, he's either coming this trail right here or right here. Well, there's no tracks, so right here.
Guess they're bedded up on that.
He's coming
That's a
right
good
through
one.
here.
Look it up. Nice one, dude. Look at the bottom. Look at the blood. Fresh. That's
Awesome.
today. Nice, dude. That's your first fresh of the year.
Yep.
Good find, dude.
Nice little 8-pointer.
You see that? Nice buck, dude. Dude, he's still got stuff on the antler from rubbing.
That's the great thing about the snow, man. I've never seen this many tracks. Just
Oh yeah, well,
so
there's a bed
dense.
right there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice buck, dude. Well, I'm out here in my backyard and had a feeder going here the last 2 weeks. It has been deathly cold out here. I've had deer in the backyard every day eating pretty much all day, and I've been looking out with my binos through the back door and been seeing a lot of deer come in with holes in their head, bucks that have shed. So I decided to come down here to this little south facing slope where I know they were bedding, and I actually just jumped up about 20 deer about maybe 40 yards from the workshop, and just spotted the first one of the day. Sweet little left side, probably dropped here in the last day or two. Looks like a little 4-point. Actually, this is a buck I had in the backyard 3 days ago. He was bedded here Wednesday morning. I spooked him up. Him and about 20 does ran back in the woods, and got a video on cam with both sides. Came in later that evening with one side, and I guess he bedded back up here and dropped this within the last, what would have been probably 2 or 3 days. Gonna stop the camera, get a pick up here, check the rest of the slope out real quick. There's a couple bigger bucks that I had bedding in here, and I actually saw yesterday morning, so hopefully they dropped their sides in here as well. But the winds today are 44-mile-an-hour gusts. Temperatures feel like -4 and a low of 10. So if that won't get the deer shedding, I don't know what will. I was really hoping to find one on this property. Like I said, I just moved here about a month and a half ago. Been seeing some good deer in the area. Been keeping some food out for them, and it looks like it paid off. Still some blood on the bottom, a little wet. Definitely smells very fresh, I would say, within the last day or so. Little left side, got a little point coming off the base here, a little kicker action at the bottom. Sweet little buck, 9 points total, number 6 for the year. And I tell you what, with this snow and ice on the ground, guys, it's made it really hard to actually push anything, which is a good thing for me because I always get the itch and I can't stay out of the woods. So by letting these deer do their thing, bed close to the house, it has produced. Let's see if we can't pick up another one. If not, gonna call it for the day. Didn't end up finding anything after Bob yesterday, and but that brings our total to 6 for me, 3 or 4 for him. So off to a great start this year, only the first week of February. Let's keep it moving. Back out here on February the 8th. Still a little early here in Maryland. Brought a bag of corn out here to dump for the deer. As you can see, they are completely tearing it up. Pretty much a bag a day. Cell came up on the tree, and I just noticed a little bit of red and ice here. Followed it back, couple drops, a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm going to follow this, and hopefully it will lead me to a bed with a shed in it. So dump this corn out here on a little small property where I've had about 20 does, it seems like, every day coming here, and a couple of young bucks, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna do a quick loop, sun on my back. This is kind of one big south facing property, so hopefully everything is laying close by. There's a little cut over here I'm gonna go check as well, a little clear cut, and yeah, we'll see what we can find today. It's pretty cool. About 24 right now, I do believe. Gonna get up to about freezing, so see what the day brings. Well, no luck, believe it or not, on finding the shed off of that buck that was leaving an insane blood trail at my other spot. Decided to come back here and dump some more corn on another spot, check some good bedding areas. I'm sitting along this cedar fence row right here, looking in front of me, and I got two match sheds side by side shining right back at me. Good beds here. Good sign. Good dense cover right here. Oh, sweet, dude. Sweet little buck. ATL. To the left and right. Freaky little deer. I don't know if I have this one on camera or not. Like I said, as you can see, I'm in this pretty dense little hedgerow, and they're probably bedded up right along the fence row itself. Sorry, I haven't been doing the interviews as much as I was last year. I haven't been out walking, so a little rusty on my skills here, but we're gonna set up the cam, get a pickup here. They look pretty fresh. I can't imagine they've been down more than a couple days. I tell you, this ice and snow has really put a damper on things this year. It's locking these deer down to just the timber, and all the food sources, fields, turnips, whatever, are under about 6 inches of snow and ice. So been loading a couple of these spots up with corn, hoping to get them close and keep them close. And I found that match set on top of the corn pile, and that little 2-point, which can be 3-point, just about 20 yards to the right. We'll do the tines down first. Sweet little buck, blood on the base, good character, and the tines up. Oh, dude, sweet little buck. I do not have pictures of this deer at all. I'm wondering now if, also blood on the base, I'm wondering now if the snow is kind of driving some of these deer from other bedding areas and other properties over to where the most accessible food is. But cool buck, little 8-pointer here. End of the main beam on his right side is broke off. A little bit of wacky curvature here on the G3, and then on the end of the main beam on the other side, but about as fresh as they come. Absolutely beautiful little set here. That puts us at 7 and 8 on the year. Gonna keep doing some tight lines in this area, see if we can't pick up another. Just spotted the third one of the day, tines down, just out of the bed. This looks like Beamer's left side, I think. No, dude, this is off a totally different buck. I think this is a 3-year-old that I had on camera. Maybe 4 now that I'm looking at the size of this thing. 3-year-old I had on camera last week with only one side, with his right side still intact on his head. I bet you this is his left. Oh, I'm gonna set up the cam here, see if I can't, find the other side. I knew he came in later that evening in the next 2 or 3 days with one side on his head, but number 3, let's have it. What a beast. Let's see here. Dude, that is a solid buck. I was saying 3, but that's definitely got to be, that's either a big 3 or a really decent 4-year-old. This one's been here a little bit longer, I do believe. No blood, wax ring completely intact. But you look at this, like a 2-year-old to what could be a 3 or 4-year-old, the size difference is insane. What a buck, dude. What a stud. Let's go. Low brow here, not a lot of knurling. Similar characteristics to the ones I picked up earlier. Great G2 probably just about 9, right over 9 inches long. Stud buck. Oh, check that out, guys. I've been walking a lot here in the last couple weeks, like I said, because of the snow and ice, but we're finally getting some days where it's getting past that melting point. And I came up here and checked this bedding area out the other day, and I will say I probably walked within about 30 yards of it. I was over there following another trail, and I guarantee you this deer was coming out of the bed, headed to that corn pile I got, man. But what a freaking tank, dude. What an antler. What an antler. Check out that base. That's what it's all about. Gonna add it to the pile, try to find one more for the day. I tell you what, today has been the best day of shed hunting since last year, and obviously because I haven't shed hunted that much, but I just finished picking up and doing the pickup on this third one. Came down this hillside here, this south slope, and I actually was getting ready to walk right by my 4th one of the day. An absolute dude, let's go, dude. This is a buck that I call Slick 10. The last 2 years he's been just a 10 pointer, nothing crazy. This year he was an 11. Early season I had a bunch of trail camera pictures of him. He has a split G2 on one side. He's got like the shorty G2 and had a long G3 like 12-13 inches and broke it off during the rut. There lays the left side. I'm really hoping I can match this deer up. This is actually almost on a trail that I had a camera on early season that I was getting pictures of him regularly. So it makes sense that he'd come back over here, you know, checking does, checking the bedding areas out, looking for food. Let's grab the pickup. And you start a good pile in your hand and you walk up on one of your target buck sheds. What a freaking stud. Oh, this thing's a tank, dude. What a tank. Oh my gosh. Decently fresh. I think he's been on the ground a little bit longer. Maybe last week. No, there's a little blood. Last couple days. Oh my goodness. Look at this antler, guys. Look at this freaking thing. What a buck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would have been 6. We can count that still because you can hang a ring on it, man. Like I said, he's got this weird short little G2, and then it would have been a long G3. The G3 was just about as long as the 4, and his other side looks pretty similar to this. A 6-year-old buck that I've been watching for 3 years now, and I mean, look at the rack on this deer, guys. Look how tight that would have been. Not super wide, but absolutely beautiful deer. Not much knurling going on here, short brows. Base still kind of stinks a little bit. I'd say probably in the last 2 days, maybe 3 at the most. But what a freaking find. I almost walked right by it. I literally was like 5 feet from this thing, and I've got the sun in my face. And I'm down here in this little bottom where I know these deer cross through. And I wanted to make sure that I gave a lot of these deer time to shed. And I'm really glad I just picked this one up, guys. This is one that I've been after all season, and I finally get to put my hands on him. Let's go. Well, no luck after number 4 for the day. What a sweet feeling it is to have an entire handful of fresh whitetail sheds. Sitting at 10 antlers for the year, and I'm telling you, it is still early. First week of February. We still have all of February and March and some of April to shed hunt. So a fifth of the way to the goal, sitting at 10 right now. I'm going to wrap this video up with that and do a video every 10 antlers. So stay tuned for the following episodes of Shed Season 26. We'll catch you on the next one.